Well, first off, you got Alcatraz back together. I got to say, I've seen the band. I guess a few of the guys from the new lineup. I know Howie Simon and I think Glenn Sobel. You were just playing under, I believe, Graham Bonnet, and now you're going by Alcatraz. The same core of the band, right?
Yeah, well, it's still the same guys. As far as I know, the last gig with Glenn, we've just been in Connecticut. We played a place called the Wolf's Den at the casino out there. You know, the what's he called, the Mohegan Sun.
Oh, one of those Indian casinos.
Yeah. And it was really good. It was great. I've never played in a casino in my life. It was kind of a Wayne Newton moment. But it was really cool. A lot of people came to see us, and it was fantastic. But as I was saying, Glenn Sobel, it will be his last night with us, I think, for a while anyway, because he's just been offered a job by Alice Cooper and an extensive tour. So anyway, he is doing that, but basically it's me, Howie Simon, and Tim Luce playing bass. And so at the moment, we're going to be playing the House of Blues.
Oh, in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so we're playing, let's see, when are we playing? July 2nd.
Oh, okay, cool. Now, why going back to the name Alcatraz? Because I know as a solo artist, you were doing a lot of your music from not only Alcatraz, but of course, Michael Schenker Group, Rainbow, and even some Impellitteri songs. Are you doing the same with this lineup, or are you just strictly playing the songs that you recorded with Alcatraz?
It's mostly Alcatraz stuff, but the reason is because we've been trying for the past 3 years actually to record a new album, but we've had to go out and make money to live and everything. So we do a little bit. People always want to hear Michael Schenker and all that kind of stuff, so we have to put that in there, along with some of my solo stuff sometimes as well. So we do, it is a mixture. We don't do any Impellitteri stuff, but it's basically Alcatraz and obviously the Rainbow things I was associated with, the two tunes, Since You've Been Gone and All Night Long, whatever else. And we do quite a few from the first album of Alcatraz and some from the second album. Nothing from the third album of Alcatraz. But it is a little bit of everything. But we want to play something new, and I was talking to Tim, our bass player, yesterday. We said, well, at least we should shape up one of the new songs to play live when we do play the House of Blues,
Right.
So people can see that we're actually alive, because a lot of people here are just going, well, where are you? What are you doing? Are you in a band anymore? Do you still play? Are you still singing? Blah, blah, blah. Most of our gigs are with this band have been overseas. It's always been in Russia, Japan, the Czech Republic, everywhere but here. Right. So we need to have a few more gigs in this country to just show the American public we're still alive. And I get the same kind of questions from my friends in England. Are you still in the band? Because we haven't played England yet, either with Alcatraz, the new lineup.
Right.
I played some solo things there myself, but that was like 6 years ago. Last time I was in England actually playing, I think.
Well, it's good you got the name Alcatraz that people will recognize, because like I said, I saw those shows, the club shows of you as just going as Graham Bonnet, and they were just brilliant. And I was just so sad to see that there weren't many more people there. It just wasn't promoted very strong. But you just sang your ass off, man. I mean, it was like seeing you at Castle Donington doing All Night Long and all the other songs. I mean, you were just going at it. I mean, it was amazing.
It's nothing changes.
And the band
I'm still as loud as ever. Nobody sleeps when I'm on.
Well, I like the fact that you gave it your all, even despite the few people that were in the audience. You gave them 150%, man.
Well, some of our friends were coming along, and I think sometimes they like to see you fail. People just love to tear you down, and so I thought, well, okay, we're going to use the name Alcatraz again. Let's go out there and be Alcatraz as much as we can, It's very strange, to be honest with you, playing small places now. It's just, but everybody does, I know. But it's a very odd feeling to come back into reality. It's almost like when I first started, when I was like a 17, 16-year-old kid playing in a bar band, It's kind of back to that again.
Well, like you said, you could always go overseas to Japan and Russia and stuff where you could play huge venues, so feel like home again.
Yeah.
I actually saw you guys on the 1980 Down to Earth tour at the Long Beach Arena. One of the greatest shows I could remember, and I was very young, and I think it was like the second or third concert I ever saw.
Yeah.
And just amazing show. Great album. Rainbow was, with the Dio era, was my all-time favorite band. And I loved the Down to Earth. I didn't care for the Joel and Turner stuff so much. But let's talk about that Down to Earth album. When you came into Rainbow, you weren't really at all into hard rock and heavy metal. No. You were more of a pop singer. Yeah. How did that whole transition come about?
Well, basically it was sort of like an accident, really. I was working with Mickey Moody, the guitar player
from Whitesnake.
Who was been my friend for 10,000 years, who was actually managed by the same management company I was, and he was working with Roger Glover. Roger was producing something Mickey was doing. And I don't know, they started talking about me or something, and they were rehearsing, auditioning new singers for the band, because Ron had gone and all that. And so he got in touch with me. Roger called me and about going over to audition for this band called Rainbow, who I thought was a folk band. I thought, what Rainbow? What the hell is that?
Well, Richie Blackmore's doing folk music now, so.
Well, I know he is. Yeah, he's right where he wants to be. I'd never heard of Rainbow. I didn't know the hell they were or anything. As you said, I was more into R&B, pop music. I love my kind of music is the Beatles, the Beach Boys, harmonies and great singing songs. Let me say that. I wasn't so much into like your Led Zeppelin deal and Deep Purple, because that was mainly it mainly featured a lot of guitar work and stuff. I like things that I could sing along with, which is why I loved R&B. I always loved people like Little Richard and Otis Redding and all those kind of people. And that's the kind of thing I was doing, and pop music, which had been part of my career because of back in '68 when I worked with the Bee Gees, when they wrote the songs for my cousin and I. We were called the Marbles.